Resume hearing the petition seeking ban on promise of freebies by political parties during elections. Top court last week said that the expert body of various stakeholders such as Niti Aayog, Finance and Law Commission, the RBI and opposition parties would be required to give suggestions to address this issue. Now, to enable the court to pass an order for the constitution of a body, the bench had directed the petitioner, the centre, the Election Commission to give suggestions. However, political parties like the Aam Aadmi Party, the DMK, the YSR Congress have opposed this petition. So that crucial hearing in the Supreme Court today on the freebies issue, it's an ongoing debate on freebies versus welfare schemes. That's the debate. The Supreme Court has sought suggestions. The political parties like the Aam Aadmi Party, the DMK, the YSR Congress have opposed this petition. Harish joining us for more on this. Harish, what's expected in court today?
Yes, the entire proceeding in the Supreme Court has taken a very curious turn once the political parties have also jumped in. Remember, the Madhya Pradesh Congress, the Aam Aadmi Party and the DMK has already filed impediment petitions in the proceedings saying that they too should be heard before Supreme Court defines what is a freebie, how it can be distinguished between the welfare scheme or as a freebie. So the Supreme Court has in fact embarked on an exercise through an expert body to determine whether a promise qualifies as a welfare measure or a freebie. Supreme Court has already made it very clear that it will not encourage freebies, and the political parties must cut down on promising freebies because it's a huge burden on the state's exchequer. So, but the parties in their petition says that promise of free water, electricity, or universal education or healthcare does not amount to freebies. These are obligations of a welfare state to ensure an equitable society. So, in most likely that the Supreme Court will today constitute an expert body to determine what is a freebie and how some methodology to decide as to whether a promise is a welfare measure or a freebie. There may be members of the Niti Aayog, Finance Commission, Reserve Bank of India, and the representatives from the ruling political parties, and also from the opposition. And in fact, on the last date of hearing, the Supreme Court had sought suggestions in this regard from all the stakeholders, and to constitute an expert body which will be mandated to bring out suggestions, guidelines, and recommendations and submit it to the government, which has been asked to draft rules as to control the promise of freebies by the political parties. And remember, Supreme Court had very clearly on the last date of hearing said that it wants to keep away from the exercise because it will be seen as an encroachment into the turf of the executive. So all eyes on the Supreme Court hearing today as to what kind of order the Supreme Court will pass, whether it will reserve orders or it will form an expert body on freebies. Back to you.
All right, important hearing there in the Supreme Court today. Harish, thanks very much for joining us with those details.